So today we'll be discussing about our new lesson. But before we start, I would like to ask somebody to have the prayer. Yes, please. Let's have the prayer. Amen. So now, before we continue, let's have first have some COVID-19 reminders for us to know what are the protocols so that we could avoid possibly the spread of this coronavirus. So let's have here a video presentation on how we could minimize or mitigate the COVID-19 pandemic. Please watch. Okay, thank you. So now we already know what are the different ways on how to make sure that we are healthy and we could minimize the passage of COVID-19 virus into ourselves and to our classmates as well. So now let's continue. So let's go back to our discussion of our new lessons. But first and foremost, I would like to ask who is absent in the class. All is present? Oh, very good. So the next one is we have to identify our students with special needs. So those who have difficulty in hearing, those who have difficulty in their eyesight, and those who have comorbidities. I will give you some modules and other strategic modules so that you may learn and cope up with your normal classmates as well. So for those who have difficulty in hearing, you may sit in front. Those who have difficulties in their eyesight, you will also sit in front. Okay? So, nobody from the class? Oh yes, you. Okay. Sige, you can go here at the front so that you could hear me much better than your other classmates. Okay. Now, as we continue, we will have a review about our previous topic, which is electricity. Who would like to identify what is electricity? Yes. Oh yeah. It's correct. It's the science associated with the presence and flow of electric charges. And electricity is due to several types of physics. No. What are those? Yes. Correct. We have electric charge, electric current, electric field, and electric potential. And now, as we move along, we will have a video presentation of the different concept activities that we will be doing today, as well as the application of our topic for today. So now we have here this. It's just a 3-minute video presentation about different activities. Please enjoy the video. Okay, so those are the different activities that is applicable in our topic for today. So now let's have the continuation again. So we have here great questions. Okay, so based on the video, what's being emphasized? Yes, oh correct. Yes, it is static electricity. Very good. So what's the purpose of the PVC pipe in the activity? PVC pipe is this one, huh? This is a PVC pipe, okay? So what is the main purpose? Yes. Okay, correct. It transfers electrons, no, from positive to negative or negative to positive para magkaroon ngayon ng flow of charges. That's why nagkakaroon ng uh, interaction. Okay? And what kind of force exists in this particular scenario? What kind of force? You know, we have only two kinds of forces. We have the contact force and the non-contact force. And when we say about this kind of activity, it is a non-contact force in which there is no physical attraction between two bodies, but there is a push or pull exerted upon bodies. Okay? So correct again. So thank you very much. So very good guy na. Okay. Now, our topic is about electric charge. So what's an electric charge? Anybody? Anyone who could identify what's an electric charge? Okay, correct. So electricity is the flow of electric charges. Now, the basic unit of charge are the proton and electron. No? Alam naman natin yan. So the electron, based on the video, that is the negative particle. While proton is the positive charge of particle. While the neutron, it is the what? It is the neutral part of the electron, or it is what they call a neutral charge. Okay? And then there is an equivalent for charge, which is 1.6 times 10 is the power of negative 19 coulomb. Why coulomb? Because that is the unit for charges. We talk about charges, that is coulomb. Siyempre, mamaya malalaman natin kung bakit coulomb ang naging unit niya. Sige. Now, the basic concept of charges or electric charge is that positive charges repel each other, while negative charges also repel each other. But positive and negative will combine, they attract each other. So, if you observe, if they have the same charges, they repel. And with different charges, they attract. So therefore, the concept behind that is both charges with the same charge will repel, and unlike charges will attract. Okay? So, an electric force, an electric field is a region around the charged object where the object's electric force is exerted on other charged object. So, sa ating lesson, electric force is also signifies as electric region or electric field, no? So, it is a force. Yan yung pag-usapan natin yung mga tungkol sa magnet. Next topic, malalaman natin na yung presence of this what we call magnetic field or electric field are actually existing. Medyo imaginary yan, no? Invisible yan. Pero para makikita natin, using higher findings, that they really exist, but that will be on another topic. Okay? So, if you would see, with a positive charge, it goes up, the electric force, while negative, it goes down with the electric force. That's why, kung pareho ang charges nila, nagre-repel sila. Pero pag magkaiba, so nagkakaroon ng attraction, like in this video, in this presentation, unlike charges, so they try to pull each other. Okay? So, naghihila ng dalawa kaya nagkaroon ng attraction. While sa other one, they push each other far away, that's why nagkakaroon ng repel or repulsion. Okay? So, this one was an example of an electric force. An uncharged balloon does not attract the girl's hair. So, uncharge ang balloon. And then what will happen? So, you will charge the balloon by rubbing it in your shirt or in your cotton shirts. While in our example earlier in the video, we used the PVC to charge, the cloth was used to charge the PVC pipe. That's why nagkakaroon ng interaction at the-charge yung isang particle, kaya nagkakaroon ng repulsion between two objects. Okay. Now, this one is known as the electroscope. The electroscope is the one or the instrument used to detect the presence of charge. But electroscope nowadays can be applied or used only in a laboratory settings. Hindi na ginagamit masyado because we already have new and advanced instrument that uses to identify the presence of charges. So, you could see based on the picture how it works. Also kanina sa video, napakita rin kung paano gumagana ngayon si electroscope. Okay? Now, we will have this one, Charles Augustine column. Ito na yung kanina. Diba? We identified earlier that the unit for charge is coulomb. Saan ang galing si coulomb? Ayan. Okay, Charles Augustine D. Coulomb. Correct? O, ayan. So, please read. Okay, thank you very much. So, nakalagay nga dyan, sa baba, like charge objects repel and opposite charges object attract. Okay, so kanina divide natin. Oh, yes, tama. Oh, yes, also correct. Okay, now, let's continue. So, who would like to read? Oh, yes. Thank you very much. So, the formula for Coulomb's law is force is equal to PE, and then this one is Q1, Q2, which means charge 1 and charge 2, divided by R2 or the radius 2. When you say radius, this is the distance between two charges. So, i-square pa muna yan, okay? So, now, we have the constant PE, which is the proportionality constant. There is some fixed value, again, constant nga, kaya may fixed value, which is equal to 9 times 10 is the power of 9 Newton meter squared over Coulomb squared. Okay? Sa ibang aklat, ang ginagamit nila is Fe is equals to K, tapos Q1, then Q2 over R squared. So to make it more specific and more clear for us, let's have an example. So the example is this one. So two protons are separated by a distance of 3.8 times 10 is the power of negative 10 meter in air. Now find the magnitude of the electric force one proton exerts on the other. So ang sabi dito, meron ilang protons. Check, dalawa. So meron tayong given radius and yung distance, which is 3.8 times 10 is the power of negative 10 meter. And we have the value of charge. Sabi natin, mayroon tayong specific or constant value ng charge, which is 1.602 times 10 raised to the power of negative 19 coulomb. So, dalawa yan sila because two protons. So, dalawang value mamaya. And then using the Coulomb's law, ito yan siya. So, dito naman yung pinag-pinakwento ko. Yung Fe naman. Same lang yan sa kaninang formula na binigay ko na F is equals to PE, which is electric force is equals to, ito na yung kanina, so yung constant yan, which is equals to 9 times 10 is the power of, 9 dapat yan, Newton meter squared over Coulomb squared. And then yung value ng ating charge, dalawa sila, and then divide by 2.8 times 10, negative 10 meter squared. So the answer, using your calculator, pakicheck. Tama ba? Okay, correct. Again, this is Newton. Why Newton? Because we're talking about force, di ba? We discussed this last first quarter or second quarter, first quarter. Ayan. So we already know when we talk about forces, the unit is Newton. Yes. Oh yeah, correct. Kasi pag pag nilagay natin yan, ang maiwan na lang dyan ay yung unit na convertible kay Newton. Check kasi. Oh yes, tama. Dito. Diba? Meter, saka meter squared. O, divide mo dito, cancel ito. And then, cancel mo naman itong si Coulomb squared, Coulomb squared. So, mangyayari yan, maiiwan na lang si Newton. Tama. Good. Galing. So, how about the magnitude? Since these are two same protons, which is positive, ano sila? Mag-repel, mag-attract sila, mag-attract. O, yan. They will repulsive. Mag-repel sila because they have the same sign or same magnitude, which is they are both positive. Okay, correct. So for our generalization, I will group into two. Kayo, group 1, kayo sa kabila, group 2. Yes. For the group 1, so perform the activity entitled Vida Leviosa, in which you have the following materials: paper glass, nail, PVC, and water. So wala tayong paper glass. class, ito lang yan. And then the nail, kasi kayo ay magbubuta sa ilalim. At yung kanya sa activity sa video. Yes. Oo. Sabihin na gagawin ninyo. Pagkatapos niya, and then you have the PVC pipe and your rubber cloth. Ayan. Okay. Group 1. O, ito, group 1. Ayan. Sige. So, for group number 2 naman, ito pala ang instruction. Put a hole in the center bottom of the paper glass, or in your case, bottled water. Yes, pour water, may water na rin yan. Okay na yan. Yeah. And then rub the PVC pipe. And then, observe niyo kung anong mangyayari sa flow of water. For letter B, mag-solve kayo. Di ba kayo nagbigay mo na yung Manila paper sa kayong pencil pen? Nandiyan na. Okay. So ito yung solve nyo ngayon. 1 proton and 1 electron, which is separated by a distance of 0.000065. Apat na zero yan, ha? Meter. And then find the electrical force and magnitude of the atoms. Okay? O, nasagutan nyo na yung kanina. Nabigay ko na yung mga materials. Yes. So, for your rubric, of course, malinaw naman yung rubric natin. No? Nakalagay na rin dyan sa discussion natin what are the rubrics. Binagay ko na nakaraan kapag merong reporting at merong solving, so you will have your rubrics. Okay? So, finish? Okay, salamat. Ayun, thank you. Na-perform din? Okay, good. Okay, so we will have the presentation. And for the generalization, yes. Ayan na yan siya. Nagawa na natin. And for our assessment, get 1 for number 1. Ayan. Number 2. Okay. Thank you very much. And these are the answers. Who got the perfect score? Lahat? Okay, so we have a maximum level of 100%. Wow, tatakaan natin yung mga sarili natin. Thank you very much. And of course, since the perfect naman, we will only have this as an assignment. So, research other scientists that study electrostatic that result to the basic foundation of electricity. So, submit using APA style.